Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Before we jump into this exciting off-season speculation, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Dallas Cowboys news and analysis. We're always striving to bring you the most compelling stories about our team, so let's get into it. With the Dallas Cowboys officially out of playoff contention, the focus has shifted to the 2025 offseason, a pivotal moment for a team looking to bounce back from a frustrating 2024 campaign. While questions linger about head coach Mike McCarthy's future, one thing is crystal clear: the Cowboys need to bolster their offense. The two most glaring needs: a wide receiver to pair with CeeDee Lamb and a dynamic running back to inject life into a stagnant ground game. The buzz around Frisco suggests the Cowboys might look to the draft for a playmaker like Heisman runner-up Ashton Jeanty, but recent reports link the team to a different high-profile name: Pittsburgh Steelers running back Naji Harris. Bleacher Report recently named Dallas as a perfect fit for Harris, and the reasoning is hard to argue with. The Cowboys' running game has struggled all season, averaging just 91.2 rushing yards per game, ranking among the league's worst. With Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott both set to hit free agency, the Cowboys have a major decision to make at the position. Enter Naji Harris. The former first-round pick has been a consistent performer for the Steelers, racking up over 1,000 rushing yards in each of his first two seasons and staying productive in 2024, where he's just shy of another 1,000-yard campaign. At only 27 years old when next season begins, Harris offers the perfect blend of experience and youth, making him a tantalizing option for Dallas. Harris also brings versatility. His physical running style complements Dowdle's explosiveness, and his ability to catch passes out of the backfield adds another layer to the offense. Imagine the mismatches Harris and Dowdle could create for opposing defenses. Of course, talent comes with a price tag. SpotRack projects Harris to command $9 million annually, a hefty sum, but arguably fair for a Pro Bowl caliber back still in his prime. Let's not forget the Cowboys' recent hesitation to pay top dollar for veteran running backs. Last offseason, Dallas passed on Derrick Henry, who was available for $8 million per year. At 30 years old, Henry was considered too risky of an investment, but Harris, 3 years younger, presents a different case. Given the Cowboys' recent offensive struggles and Jerry Jones' penchant for making splashy moves, Harris could be the perfect compromise between risk and reward. No discussion about Cowboys' offseason plans is complete without Jerry Jones, the ultimate architect of drama in Dallas. Known for his ability to control the narrative, Jones has already been dropping breadcrumbs about the team's future direction. Speaking on 105.3 The Fan, Jones had glowing praise for Mike McCarthy and the team's young players, saying, "I can't tell you how proud I am of the way the coaching staff, led by Mike McCarthy, makes me think we've got an outstanding future ahead of us." While Jones didn't explicitly commit to bringing McCarthy back, his comments suggest the coach's stock is on the rise, despite missing the playoffs. A move for Harris could further solidify McCarthy's offensive vision and give the team a much-needed identity on the ground. Let's take a moment to imagine what the Cowboys' offense could look like with Naji Harris in the backfield. 1. Complementary duo. Harris and Dowdle could form one of the most balanced backfield tandems in the league. Harris would provide the thunder, capable of wearing down defenses with his physicality, while Dowdle's speed and agility bring the lightning. 2. Play-action threat. A strong running game opens up the play-action pass, something Dak Prescott thrives on. With defenses keying in on Harris, CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup could find themselves in more favorable matchups downfield. 3. Short yardage solutions. One of the Cowboys' most glaring weaknesses this season has been converting in short yardage situations. Harris, known for his power and vision, could solve that problem overnight. 4. Versatility in the passing game. Harris's ability to catch out of the backfield adds another weapon to Dak's arsenal, giving the Cowboys more options in third down situations. While Harris is an exciting option, the Cowboys must weigh the pros and cons of signing him versus drafting a younger, cheaper running back. Ashton Jeanty, the Heisman runner-up and Frisco native, has been a popular name among fans and analysts alike. Drafting Jeanty would give the Cowboys a local star with tremendous upside and a much smaller price tag. However, rookies come with risks, and Jeanty's transition to the NFL would take time. Harris, on the other hand, is a proven commodity. His experience and immediate impact could help the Cowboys compete right away, especially if they're determined to make a deep playoff run in 2025. With so many moving pieces, the futures of McCarthy and defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, the impending free agencies of Dowdle and Elliott, and the draft just months away. The Cowboys have plenty of decisions to make. One thing is certain, Jerry Jones will make sure this offseason is anything but boring. Whether it's a blockbuster trade for Harris, a bold draft pick, or a coaching shakeup, expect the unexpected. As the Cowboys head into the 2025 offseason, fans are once again bracing for what seems to be a recurring theme: financial constraints and tough choices. Stephen Jones has already hinted at a conservative approach, and if history is any indication, the Cowboys won't be handing out big contracts like holiday gifts. This offseason's focus will likely come down to two key players: cornerback Jourdan Lewis and defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa. Both have had career years in 2024, proving indispensable to a defense that faced injuries and inconsistencies. The harsh reality? The Cowboys may only have the budget to keep one of them. Jourdan Lewis has always been a steady contributor for the Cowboys, known as a dependable slot corner who could be counted on for solid, if unspectacular, performances. But in 2024, Lewis shattered expectations. In his 8th NFL season, Lewis delivered a career-defining campaign. He matched his career high in tackles, recorded a sack, broke up 7 passes, and snagged a clutch interception in Week 16. These are numbers that jump off the stat sheet, but the real story is in his coverage skills. With Trevon Diggs sidelined due to a second knee surgery, and Darren Bland still finding his rhythm, Lewis became the cornerstone of the secondary. His ability to lock down receivers in critical moments turned him into a Pro Bowl caliber player and a free agent priority. Unfortunately for Dallas, Lewis's breakout couldn't have come at a worse time financially. Playing on a team-friendly $2.5 million contract this season, he's poised for a significant raise in 2025. The Cowboys will need to decide if they're willing to pay the premium for a player who has become a critical part of their defense. On the other side of the ball, Osa Odighizuwa has been quietly building toward a breakout, and 2024 was the year it all came together. Drafted in the 3rd round in 2021, Odighizuwa showed promise early on, but it wasn't until this season that he truly established himself as one of the league's top interior linemen. With 2 games left to play, he's already racked up 23 quarterback pressures, a jaw-dropping number for a defensive tackle, and tied his career high in sacks. At just 26 years old, Odighizuwa is entering his prime, making him a hot commodity in free agency. Any extension for him would likely require a 4 to 5-year commitment with a significant annual salary increase. His youth and upside make him a long-term asset, but retaining him would likely mean saying goodbye to Lewis. The Cowboys have always prided themselves on their defensive identity, and both Lewis and Odighizuwa represent key pieces of that puzzle. Losing either player could create a significant hole in a defense already reeling from injuries to key players like Diggs. Lewis provides leadership and stability in the secondary, while Odighizuwa offers rare pass-rushing ability from the interior. The question isn't just who to keep. It's about which position the Cowboys can afford to weaken without compromising their chances in 2025. Let's not forget that the Cowboys could theoretically free up cap space to keep both players. However, doing so would require some tough restructuring decisions involving the team's biggest contracts, including those of Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons. Historically, the Cowboys have been hesitant to make such moves, preferring a more conservative approach to financial planning. Whether that changes this offseason remains to be seen, but the decision will undoubtedly shape the roster for years to come. Jourdan Lewis' strengths: exceptional coverage skills, leadership, reliability in the slot. Weaknesses: at 29 years old, he may not have as much upside as Odighizuwa. Cost: likely looking at a significant pay increase, but less expensive than Odighizuwa. Osa Odighizuwa strengths: elite pass rushing ability, youth, potential to anchor the defensive line for years. Weaknesses: price tag could limit the Cowboys' flexibility in free agency. Cost: likely commands a multi-year deal with a high annual salary. What does this mean for the Cowboys' future? This offseason isn't just about retaining talent, it's about defining the team's identity moving forward. Are the Cowboys willing to invest in proven veterans like Lewis to maintain consistency in the secondary, or will they bet on younger, high-upside players like Odighizuwa to build a stronger foundation in the trenches? It's a delicate balancing act, and the wrong decision could have ripple effects on the team's competitiveness in 2025 and beyond. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Should the Cowboys go all in on Naji Harris or focus on the draft to find their next star running back? Do you think Harris is worth $9 million a year? How would you grade Mike McCarthy's performance this season, and should he return in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Cowboys Nation, as we look toward the offseason, the pieces are falling into place for a critical year ahead. Naji Harris might just be the spark this team needs to reignite its offensive firepower. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more exclusive Cowboys content. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys.